Hello students, welcome once again in our new video. Today we are turning towards the brainstorming activity of 2.1 Cherry Tree by Ruskin Bond. See the activities from page number 68. A1. Find proof from the poem for the following. The first one. The poet has mentioned different seasons. See, you have to find out the proof for the following. What is the first one? The poet has mentioned different seasons. You have to find out the lines to tell or the lines which describe the seasons. Okay, see line number 7. And suddenly that summer near the end of May. Then line number 12, split it apart and a monsoon blight. And line number 13, shriveled the slender stem, even so. Okay, these lines tells us about the various seasons from the poem. See the second one, the poet's minute observations of the steady growth of the cherry tree. See the observation about the growth of cherry tree. See line number 9. It was very small, 5 months child. And line number 14. Next spring, I watched 3 new shoots grow. Now the third one, the color imagery in the poem. See, color imagery, line number 20. What is the line? Made a miracle from green growing pain. Then line number 27, ripened and jeweled in the sun. Then see the line number 30, pink, fragile, quick to fall. Then line number 33, looking up through leaves at the blue. And the last line, that is line number 35, and pleated through the dappled green. All these lines suggest us the color imagery in the poem. And the last statement, see, the struggle of the cherry tree for survival. You have to find out the lines from the poem which tells us about the struggle of the cherry tree. See, line number 11, 12 and 13 tells us about the struggle of the cherry tree. What are the lines? See, goats ate the leaves, the grass cutter scythe, split it apart, a monsoon blight, shriveled the slender stem, even so. These lines tells us the struggle of the cherry tree. Okay, now see the second activity. State whether the following statements are true or false. Correct the false statements by finding evidence from the poem to support your remark. See, you have to tell whether the statements are true or false. If the statement is false, you have to give the evidence from the poem. Okay, now the first statement, the cherry tree did not take long to grow. The statement is false because see the first line. What is the line? 8 years have passed. It means that cherry tree took 8 years to grow. So the given statement is false. See the second one. Birds and insects were benefited from the tree. Yes, it is true. Then third one. The poet has exulted at the sight of the cherry tree. The statement is true. Next one, the poem has an underlying message about the importance of trees. Yes, it is true. And the last statement, the poet repents planting the cherry tree. Repent means remorse, paschatap hone. See, the poet never repents. Understand? So the given statement is false because in the end of the poem, the poet seems so happy because of the cherry tree. It means that he didn't repent. Now A2, discuss in groups reasons, consequences or effects. The first one, the life of the cherry tree was threatened. See, you have to give the reasons or the consequences or the effects. Reasons म्हणजे कारण, consequences म्हणजे निष्पत्ती आणि effects म्हणजे परिणाम. What is the line? The life of the cherry tree was threatened. See, the cherry tree's life was threatened. See, what is the answer? See, the poet forgot about the seed, but it grows. No one cared about that plant, about that seed. The grass cutter came to side. Understand? The, what do you say? Goats came to graze there, isn't it? So it means that the life of the cherry tree was threatened, but it survived. Okay, now see the next one. The cherry blossomed. See, the cherry tree had grown and reached a stage when it bore flowers. This showed that it was healthy tree. Now the next activity, a small thought put in action led to a great achievement. Pick out the lines from the beginning and end of the poem and explain their significance. See, a small thought. What was the small thought? The poet want to sow the seed and put in action led to a great achievement. What was his great achievement? That seed turned into a big cherry tree. So it was a great achievement. Pick out the lines from the beginning and the end of the poem and explain their significance. See the lines. Since I placed my cherry seed in the grass, must have a tree of my own, I said. The desire to have his own tree led the poet to plant a cherry seed and water it. Though later he forgot all about it, that seed struggled and grew. Understand? So it was a great achievement by our poet. Now A3. A cherry tree has inspired the poet to compose the poem. Such poems describing nature or aspects of nature are called nature poems. Find out some expressions from the poem that brings out the elements of beauty of nature. See the expressions. 3 new shoots, ripened and jeweled in the sun, blossoms small, pink, fragile, sleepiest breeze, blue sky, finches flew and fleeted, dappled green, bees in ecstasy, singing crickets. All these expressions tells us about the idea of the elements of beauty of nature. Now see, A4 activity is about poetic devices, and we will see the poetic devices in our next video. So we are turning towards A5. See, Cherry Tree is a narrative poem. Features that make it a narrative poem are given below. Justify them with proper example. So, see, it is a narrative poem. It means that the poet narrate us the incident, isn't it? So, we have to justify the features with proper examples. What are the features? See the first one. The poem has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Yes, it is there. Understand? See, the poem begins with the poet recalling how he planted the seed and forgot about it, isn't it? He then narrates how the plant struggled. He watched it grow from a little sapling to a 6 feet tree having flowers and fruits. Okay, now see the second one. Different places are mentioned. See, there are different places mentioned in the poem. See, the poet speaks of going away from that place to Kashmir and returning. At the end of the poem, the poet describes his surroundings while he lies under the cherry tree. Now, the next one, characters are referred to. There is reference to a grass cutter. Several creatures like goat, birds, and insects are mentioned in the poem. Now, incidents are arranged in sequence. See, in the first stanza, it is mentioned that the little green cherry plant was small, a 5 months child, and later it has 3 shoots growing upward. Finally, it is a full grown tree with flowers and fruits. Okay, next one. There is a dialogue between the poet and the reader or the characters of the poem. See, the poet is telling the reader an incident about planting a seed, about its development. Okay, and the last one, it is a time bound poem. See, the poem begins with a recollection of how it was a seed and then it turned into a sapling and afterwards a tree. Understand? So it is a time bound poem. Okay. See the second activity. Compose 8 to 10 lines. Narrate any incident in your life without using any rhyming pattern. See, you have to form your own poem about 8 to 10 lines. And in that poem, you have to narrate one incident in your life. And see, you don't have to follow the rhyming words. Understand? So your poem should be without rhyming scheme or without rhyming pattern. See, this poem you have to form of your own. I'm not going to give you the answer of this question. Okay, and see, the next question is about appreciation, and in our next video we are turning towards poetic appreciation. Okay, thank you.